Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome in. Welcome back. How you doing? I hope everybody's having a beautiful Sunday so far. If you haven't been with me before, hello, welcome in. My name is Priscilla. I'm a psychic medium tarot reader, empath, a healer, and I also have the gift of telekinesis, which I will demonstrate for you in a minute. Okay. I speak to my spirits. They speak to me through my emblem here, my pendulum. Sorry. Um, Yeah, I know it sounds crazy, guys, but it is what it is, facts. But I can speak through my spirit, through my pendulum. All right. I can also channel in on them. What I am channeling in on right now for Sagittarius is something about a headache, or maybe you bumped your head, or you injured your head, or something to do with that. Okay. Well, this means love, by the way. All right. So they're going to pick out the first several cards. They want me to they want to pick out something from what lies beneath. Okay, so let's start the reading. You can have Sagittarius anywhere in your chart. Okay, we all live different lives and we're all on different timelines, so please take what resonates and leave the rest to who it belongs to. All right, so subscribe to my channel so me and my spirits can pick up on your energy. Okay, energy exchange. All right, so like I said, I will they will pick out the first several cards and then I will follow it up with the tarot to see what messages Spirit has for you today. Okay, Sagittarius, let's go. Yeah, but I am picking up on a headache. Okay, maybe somebody around you has a headache, or they have, migraine issues or problems like that. Okay, I'm also picking up on when it rains. You guys are your bones, maybe something hurts, or you can feel the weather when it's coming, or maybe somebody's knees, something to do with that. All right, some kind of pain, weather related as well. All right, so what is crowning Sagittarius? Let's get the first card out here. What's crowning Sagittarius? Okay, right now, envy. This is what's crowning you. All right, people around you being all envious, wish they were you. Just being jealous, jelly. Just being jelly, being envious. All right, being envious. I feel like this can be probably either your family, your friends. I feel more friends, but could be family, friends. Somebody wears like red lipstick here. Okay. I'm getting somebody with very thick eyebrows. But yes, this is envious. This is what crowns you. Envy. People around you being envious. All right. You might have, just gotten a big win or something, or something. You probably got something and you were telling your friends and they got all, envious and jelly of you and whatever. Wow. Two things came out here. This is in their feelings. That's right. They're in their feelings about you. Yeah. Manipulations, lies, control, manipulation. I'm going to put that one back though. All right, so somebody's in their feelings about you. This is in your third eye, in your intuition. All right, somebody is in their fields. It says in their fields, and there's a condom here. So, all right, you can be going on a date sometime soon. Maybe you're waiting to get on that date, to go on a date, but somebody's in their feelings. Somebody found something here too. Maybe some kind of evidence, I feel. Well, this can be somebody who's married, I feel too. Found some kind of evidence. I don't know. I'm getting somebody finding or something. Somebody's in their feelings about you. Want to take it to the next level, I feel too. What's in the throat chakra for Sagittarius spirit? I feel like I just heard somebody's late for something, already knowing the tea. All right, this is you already knowing what's up and what's going on. You know what they're feeling. That's what I'm getting here. You know their feelings. You know what's up. You know how to deal with them. You know how to control them. You know what to say to them. You already know the tea. All right. I feel like, for some of you, you already know what to say, what to do, how to get to that person, how they can get to you. What's in the heart chakra for them? Sagittarius. What's in the heart chakra for Sagittarius here? What is going on? Heart chakra. All right, divorce, breaking contract. Maybe you or somebody around you is getting a divorce. Okay, breaking some kind of contract, whether it be an insurance contract, whether it be, I don't know, any kind of a contract. It can be, again, legal matters, but divorce came up. All right, breaking contract, divorce. This is in your heart chakra. So some of you are, in the midst of separation. Maybe, in the middle of a divorce or getting a divorce or thinking of a divorce. Maybe, for some of you, you already know what the tea is and how they're feeling about the whole about it, and they're all envious. This can be people around you who are envious, but this can be also your ex who's envious. And you already know. Solar plex. Solar plex. I feel like you wanted me to go here. Solar plex. Solar plex. Tantric sex. All right. Somebody's, having this, tantric sex. I feel like, somebody cheated here. Somebody was, maybe somebody, I feel like maybe down low. Maybe somebody here is on the down low. And that's not for everybody, but, there's some kind of, maybe some, like somebody cheating. Okay. Unconventional. Getting that. Using condoms. Maybe somebody was married and seeing somebody else. Hold on one second here. Okay. Your sacral chakra right now is fighting for what you want, what you love, claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. All right. For some of you, you're fighting for what you love, fighting for what you love. All right, claiming what's yours. Love is a battlefield. It says for some of you, you do maybe kickboxing or boxing or fighters. Maybe you watch MMA or something like that. But boxing is significant here. Fighting, okay, can be any kind of fighting. I'm getting sword fighting, fence fighting, something to do with that. I don't know, but also gold is significant as well here. Okay, maybe for some of you, you're fighting with your person. You're just arguing and fighting and look at that. Some of you are expecting. This is what grounds you. All right. Some of you are expecting new beginnings. For some of you, you're leaving, you're getting a divorce, and you're starting with new beginnings. And for some of you, you're having a baby, you're expecting. All right. Your stability, your house. Maybe this can be a birthing of a new project, a new job, a new career, or this can be expecting a new baby or new beginnings with someone. And I'm getting a fire sign, or this can be you, or Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Okay, what you don't see under the deck right now is game over. This is heartbreak. This is somebody's heartbreak. Game over. Okay, game over. This is what you don't see under the deck. So I feel like, somebody's breaking, a contract, a divorce. But I feel like with some of you, you already know what's up, you know? Maybe, somebody made a bad choice here. Maybe some of you are depressed about it. Okay, depression. Maybe that's how you feel today. But, also too, expired, disused, old news, outdated. Let's see what the tarot says, guys. Let's see what the tarot says. What's this envy here for Sagittarius? I already shuffled all the cards, Sagittarius, my beautiful babies. And let's see. Yeah, envy. What's this envy? What's this envy for Sagittarius? What is this for Crown thing? I'm still getting that down low thing. I don't know why I'm getting down low, but some kind of maybe sex addiction or something like that. Some kind of sex addiction, but Knight of Pentacles is here, all right? Under envy, Knight of Pentacles. This is because, you probably got your shit together. This is a hard worker. This is somebody who works hard, takes things slow, is stable, all right? Patient. Hardworking, consistent, and Two of Wands in their feelings because you're making your path. Maybe, you're deciding, where you're going to go. You're making future plans here. You need to choose a path. You're choosing your path. You're making a decision. You're planning on something here. For some of you, you're going away. Maybe you're taking a little trip for some of you. But for some of you too, in your feelings about this person, planning a future with them, needing to choose a path, it says here, needing to choose a path, all right? Or planning. You can be planning on going to see this person. The Strength card. You already know you're going to need the strength, taming emotions, overcoming obstacles. This is you, knowing the T right above that, okay? With the Devil right next to it. That's right, the Devil. Right above that, breaking contract, divorce with this Devil, obsession. Like I said, somebody probably has, with the sex, maybe a sex addiction, but this is obsession and destructive habit or love, destructive habits. Maybe somebody has, this is probably why they're getting a divorce because toxicity, and somebody's taming their emotions about this devil, overcoming this obstacle, or getting over this devil right here. Looking at them with their arms crossed, like, yeah, okay. Overcoming this, divorcing this devil. Okay, that's what I get from this. Divorcing this devil with the King of Wands. That's right. Going forward. Lustful. This is sudden arrival. They're saying here, sudden arrival of some sort. Knight of Wands. Still getting, this down low thing. I don't know. Here we have Hangman, a different perspective, looking at something from a different angle, from a different point of view. Sacrificing for love, new perspective. For some of you, you're fighting. There's probably like a threesome here, or there's like a third party. I feel like there's a third party, and you're just something to do with the new perspective here. Okay, you having a new perspective, looking forward. Okay, awakening to something. All right, you looking at something differently, awakening to something, a new beginning. Feeling of oneness, surrendering. There you go. Surrendering, awakening to something, maybe a truth. Maybe you're feeling grounded right here. A new beginning in life. For some of you, you're healing from something. The sun is bringing you, if I feel like for some of you, the sun heals you and it brings you happiness and joy. Ace of Wands, yeah, the beginning. Beginning with this, you're beginning something new here. You might have got some new money, all right, but this is a beginning, a potential of some sort. This can be a new job that's coming in, something that you did that you took patience, and again, somebody's envious around you because of these new beginnings, because of this new, this new found something that you're doing, and a new idea, a new beginning. Maybe this, somebody's jealous of something here, some kind of new beginning, some kind of money, some kind of potential of something. All right. And then frozen. Then you got frozen here. Resisting change, hard to let go. Some of you, it's hard to, to let go and move forward with something. Hard to let go and move forward with something here. Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. That's right. Deceit, infidelity, deception, lies, and you already know the tea about this, and you're taming your emotions, all right, because you're overcoming your obstacles with this devil person who lied, all right, and that's why I feel like you're frozen. Your heart's, your intuition. I feel like for some of you, you already know about these lies and deceit. You overcame these obstacles already. You already looked forward that. All right, Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, you completed it. You had the end of a cycle here, fate and destiny, change in your love life. Yeah, that's right. Beneath the devil and a divorce. So yeah, this is a end of a cycle here. Divorce is, here. That's it. No more. End of the fate and destiny. To break up with this devil here. This destructive behavior, this person who's obsessive with something, or maybe just not good person, toxic. All right, ghosting. This is you ghosting. There's no closure for some of you. This person is not talking. I feel like somebody's just staying shut, not saying what they should be saying. They just nothing, saying nothing, not set in stone, too many variables. They're just not undecided, saying nothing, ignoring. Somebody's ignoring something, somebody, a conversation, or just doesn't, it's inevitable for there's something to happen, but this person just wants to be in the dark and just, not saying anything and have no closure, nothing set in stone. All right. But Spirit is saying to clean it up. This is what grounds you right here. Cut ties, cut karmic ties with this person. They're undecided. They're not set in stone. Nothing's set in stone with this person. They can't decide on shit. They're just, standing around, waiting, doing nothing. You're playing chess and they're playing checkers. Yeah. So awakening is right above this cleanup, and then expecting new beginnings. So they're saying, cutting karmic ties, clean up. All right, being awakened to something, a new beginning of some sort. All right, so let's do this. Let's see how this Sagittarius. It's the Ace of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles and Envy. Fireworks. That's right, Ace of Wands. Fireworks. Chemistry. Celebrate. Happiness. Desire. It says hot sex. So maybe it says the number 30. So November 30th is here. All right, you can be 30 years old, but there's definitely a spark of something, and it can be with an Aries, a Leo, or a Sag. All right. But then we have winding roads. Take the long way, they're saying. Winding roads. Patience is going to be needed. All right. Patience is going to be needed with this whole, in their feelings and you moving forward. resisting this change, but it's going to be patience. You're going to need patience for this. It's saying take the long way. 2 of Wands. So patience, yeah. Right now, for some of you, you're discovering something. Discovering something. They're discovering something. You're discovering something new. Maybe a new person. Archer is here. Okay, focus. This means focus, a shoot straighter. All right, a shoot straight. So careful aim, on target, precise. Yeah, 7 of Swords right above that. Lies and deception. So, you see through all this crap, okay? You see through all this, right on target. You already know the T. You're focused, all right? You're focused. You're direct. You see through this deception and lies. And you just, looking at them with no emotion, no nothing, with a great poker face. Like, what? You don't know nothing that I'm thinking. You don't know nothing that I'm saying. Nothing. I'm not, poker face is what I'm getting. White horses are significant, or horses are significant here. Okay, horses, a stallion, it says. Break free. That's right. Driving force, unbridled freedom, unleash the inner beast, sexual energy, tame versus wild, strong emotion. So stallion, right, where the Wheel of Fortune's at. The number 4 is significant. Okay, the 28th is significant right here, the 28th, and also the 1st. Yeah, break free of the devil. That's right, breaking free. Divorce, right above that. Okay. So break free from this devil. It's confirmation. All right. It's inevitable. It was supposed to happen. It was fate. All right. It was fate. Something here was fate to happen. Tame versus wild. For some of you, you're going to be, maybe you're going to find somebody. I feel like for some of you, there's a nice guy, and then there's a nice girl versus somebody who's wild, in your energy, something to do with that, lies and deceitful or whatever. Okay, but drum is here. So it means be heard, self-expression, be bold, speak your mind, communicate, send a clear message. Okay. And that's right above ghosting, right underneath ghosting. So yeah, communicate with this person. Communicate. And whether this, had this person with no closure, they want you to communicate with this person who you have no closure with. Or this can be, this person who I feel like, was I don't know how to say this, but a booty call, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am kind of deal here. That's how I feel with this. There was something to do with that. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. And left. And then we got torch, right in your sacred chakra, which means forge ahead. All right. Stand up for the truth. The dark is going to come to light. All right. So not set in stone, but the dark, the light, the dark is going to come to light. There's going to be a new perspective here. See, new perspective, right, hangman. So whatever is in the dark is going to come to light. You're going to have a revelation or revolution about something, just like, hangman. Okay. New perspective, looking at things at a different angle, a different way. And you're going to forge ahead. Whatever this is, you're going to forge ahead. All right. Whether it be, people who are envious of you, this divorce, people with the lies and the deceitful and, with the obsessions and their addictions or whatever, you're just going to forge ahead with all that. Yeah. Right into your balance. You're going to clean up. Right above that is clean up. This is, and then centered here. Balance, centered, meditate, flow. just right, feeling complete. That's right. After you cut these ties, you're going to be feeling complete. Okay. Awareness. Yeah, I think it's all to do about cutting ties and you awakening from this and having new beginnings. I feel like somebody found something out. Maybe something is going to be coming to light, and then, things got better, or things are going to get better. This can be either your past, your future, or present. Okay. Time apart. Time apart. Maybe some of you have time apart. You spend time apart. You're going to get together. There's going to be fireworks when you do come together. Okay. Yeah. And people around you are envious. This whole envy thing, sneak talk. Sneak talk. Feeling their presence. Sneak talk. I feel like, for some of you, that, use tact. It says use tact, winding road. Patience is needed. You might have to sneak around with this person that you're with, right now. Okay, it says roaming spirits, feeling their presence. Roaming spirits, feeling their presence. You can be, broken up right now, or you can be away from your person and you're feeling their presence, or or you're feeling their presence, or they're feeling yours. All right. Or this can be simply that you feel the presence of, your ancestors around you. All right. Spooky karmic. All right. Spooky karmic. This person is spooky. This karmic that you have to cut ties with is spooky. Yeah. And that's right above, right above the devil and divorce. All right. So take it where it resonates. Caught between two. All right. They got caught between two. And this is with this tantric sex here with the whole cheating. So somebody definitely caught between two. And again, with the bisexual, maybe this person's bisexual or something like that. But somebody got caught between two. And somebody doesn't want to talk about it. They're avoiding a conversation here, or avoiding some kind of conversation, or avoiding the person altogether. Don't let your place fall apart. Don't let your place fall apart. All right. This is your home. This is where, your sacred chakra is. This is self gratification. So they're saying don't let your house, this looks like, bats are all around. This can be, clearing up, clean up. There's a broom here. This can be, for some of you, you might have, bugs or something to do with pestation, or maybe you have to clean up your house. Maybe there's spider webs everywhere. Maybe something to do with bugs, something to do with bats and animals around the house, and to don't let your place fall apart. All right. You might have to do some work around the house or something like that, outside or inside or whatever, for some of you. Yeah. You have to fight for what you love, Sometimes, this work is not easy. Sometimes work, whether it be around the house, whether it be spiritually, whether it be in a relationship, whether it be right now, everything. Whether it be just getting something, to get together to get something to eat, yourself something to eat. Yeah, this is the energy of, like, it's probably a lot of stuff that you have going on right now. But, forge ahead. We've been through a lot of obstacles already. What's a little dust, they're saying. what's a little, mice or whatever. Maybe you have some kind of problem, or termites, whatever. What it can be. Summer, brings a lot of crap in the house. All right, so here we go with wand, directing energy. That's right, directing energy. Somebody's, this is you with them. It's your wand here, directing energy that your way, or you're directing energy their way. And I feel like it's envy. I just got that little and you're awakened to this. They have bad energy, and I feel like this person, yeah, I feel like. And then it's a little girl with the. Some of you could be expecting again. You can be expecting. Maybe you want to have children. For some of you, you want children. You're directing your energy there to have children or whatever. You're doing everything possible, meditating and all that. Aware, you're eating just the right things and everything. You're balancing everything out. You're cleaning up. For some of you, you're directing it to have children. And then time to have kids. Look at that, children came out right there. After that, time to have children. This is what grounds you. Time to have kids, children. Yeah, for some of you, you're expecting you're expecting new beginnings here. Time to have kids. And if you can't have kids, maybe you might be adopting or having a pet or some sort, a dog, a cat, same thing, same shit, different smell. Okay, dogs, all right, cats, children. All right, I call my dogs my children. So, all right, where are we? All right, let me give you a spirit animal here. Before I do that, I feel like I'm being directed here. I just want to see just one of these, and then we're going to wrap up this reading. Don't forget to subscribe and like so I can pick up on your energy or your story, okay? What we got for Sagittarius here? That's too many. What we got for Sagittarius? Sagittarius. Wow. Okay. All right. So affliction, delusion, suffering. All right. Delusion, suffering. 1986 is significant here. For some of you, this is how the person feels around you. Delusion, the envy, all fired up, all mad, cut through the confusion here. Okay, the truth, the spiritual gift and wisdom, foresight, intellect, a focus. 1991 is significant. You can have a 19-year-old child. The 19th is significant as well. But this is new ideas, focus, cut through the confusion. They're saying cut through this confusion. All right. Energy shift. That's right. Energy shift. Infinite mask, infinite. Yeah, look at that. Mask, infinite. These are wearing a mask. Somebody around you is wearing a mask, and they're envious, and they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you that they're envious. All right? Absolutely not. For some of you, again, with the bisexual, maybe somebody on the down low, but I'm definitely getting same sex vibes here. All right. Maybe for some of you, you had an energy shift, and maybe something to do with your energy shifted. Maybe to maybe you started dating same sex. All right, dispelling an illusion, or you want to start dating the same sex. Dispelling an illusion. All right, dispelling an illusion. 1996 is significant, but for some of you, you just starting to see clear again. You're cutting through the confusion, cutting through the delusions, avoiding problems, try something new, unexpected path, abandon danger, not part of the plan, detour. All right, something around you is going to be not part of the plan. It's going to be a detour. Okay, not part of the plan. It says avoid problems, try something new, unexpected path. So just Abandon danger. Don't be, illusioned here or confused. All right, don't be confused. Get the clarity. Get to the clarity. Dispel an illusion in front of you. Okay? There's masks that are in front of you. Okay, being portrayed as mask. Right? Because these guys are also wearing masks. It can be that, there's three of them here wearing masks. This can be three people around you. This can be that there's a threesome, or this can be a third party. Okay? All right. Let me give you a spirit animal here for Sagittarius. 53 is significant, and 54. You can be seeing dragonflies right now. You can be seeing dragonflies. It means pursuit. Green is significant. Somebody's favorite color is green. The time is now. Cease every moment. Change is the only constant, and tomorrow isn't guaranteed. So act now and chase your dreams. All right? Act now and chase your dreams. Tomorrow is not promised. This was your reading. I hope it resonated with you. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe to my channel if you vibe out with me. All right? Love, light, and peace to each and every one of you. Please be kind to one another. Don't be mean, because mean people suck. Mwah. I love you, Sagittarius. I will see you soon. Peace out.